In this video, we're going to talk about your annotation assignment, which is due Friday, March 12th at 11:59. So this is not a major assignment. It's process work, but it's worth a lot of points. So it's something that you should probably start early. Total, you're going to make two annotations, one for a popular source and one for a scholarly source. They're each going to be about 250 words for a total of about 500 words. Remember, we talked in class about the difference between a popular and a scholarly source. There's a bunch of general differences, just sort of tendencies. But remember, the one hard and fast rule is that a scholarly source is peer reviewed. And so that means that experts in the field reviewed it prior to publication. If you Google the publication and the words peer review, you should be able to figure out if it's a scholarly source. And remember, most of the sources we've been talking about in class, like New York Times, NPR, Fox, NBC, those are all popular sources. So if you had something from there, you could use that for a popular source annotation. I've got a few of the particulars here for the annotation assignment. It has three parts. It has an MLA citation, so that's separate and it's above. It's not included in the word count. And it's just like an entry in a works cited page. So I want you to correctly cite each source in MLA format. Then below the citation, I want a key point summary. And that's just like what you did for the summary portion of A1, except as you can see here, it's shorter. So in A1, you had 250 words, and some of you wrote even more than that. Here, I want you to be really concise. So you have the author's main claim, and then you have just a couple of key points backing that up. Remember, a few people got confused on A1. They really wrote more of a chronological summary, where you said, first this happened, then this, then this. For a key point summary, the order is not so important. You just go author's thesis, and then here's a key point that backed up the thesis, here's another key point, and another, or however many you can fit in 125 words. That should be in paragraph form, and then below that, also in paragraph form, I want the analysis. So in the analysis section, I want you to answer these four questions. How does the source answer your inquiry question? What part of it is it answering? In what way is it helping you to understand your inquiry question better? How does the source compare to your other sources? I know that at the beginning you might not have that many other sources, but as long as you've got at least one other that you've looked at, you can compare those to find something new that this source is giving you. How do you know the source is credible? And so you can use what we've been talking about in class in terms of determining source credibility. And who are the main stakeholders represented? So if it's talking about a particular aspect of your inquiry question, there are probably people or groups or institutions that are affected by it. And so I want you to answer that question as well. So you'll turn in two separate annotations, and for each one, you'll follow this format. MLA citation, below that, a key point summary in paragraph form, below that, an analysis in paragraph form. So that would be one annotation, and then just repeat it for another. They're both due on March 12th by 11:59.